Tori today, and today we're going to be talking a little history of Beanie Babies, like this guy here and this guy here, you can see. If you love your childhood memories of the 90s, make sure you grab a copy of my recently published book called 90s Nostalgia, Influential Moments, Movies, Music, and More from one of the greatest childhood decades. Highly recommend you grab your copy. I'm running a sale right now through the end of the month. The paperback book is only $9.99 on Amazon, or you can also pick up the ebook as well. That's also available. So any support, thank you so much. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Beanie Babies made people crazy, literally. In the 1990s, Beanie Babies were all the rage, and it seemed like everyone had to have 1, 2, or even 100. Kids loved them, adults loved them, even celebrities got into the craze. However, as the demand for Beanie Babies grew, so did the price. Soon, people were spending hundreds of dollars on a single toy, and tempers began to flare. Let's take a look at the history behind these little animals and see why people were literally fighting over them. So, kind of looking back on the history, Beanie Babies got their start in the early 1990s by brainchild Ty Warner, who founded Ty Inc. in 1986. The company's first product was a line of plush animals called TY Beanimals, and these Beanimals were originally intended for adults, not children, and they were not very successful. In fact, the company was on the verge of bankruptcy when Warner had a stroke of genius. He designed a new line of smaller plush animals that he called Beanie Babies, you guessed it. So one of the major buying factors of these toys was that they were relatively affordable. At just $5 to $10 a piece, they were within reach for most people. And additionally, Beanie Babies were small and easy to collect. So many people enjoyed also the challenge of tracking down all the different types, right? Well, by 1998, over 100 different Beanie Babies were produced. And Ty had a strategy where they would sell extremely limited quantities of these retiring Beanie Babies to retailers, where those retailers would host events that would actually have a line of people around the building. So this would also create more craze over these small toys for people to make a mad dash to try to collect them, eventually leading to an increase in crime. So how does that all tie together? Well, due to the uprising of eBay and the demand for Beanie Babies, counterfeiting was also a growing black market business. Many people would take to eBay and claim that they had an original Beanie Baby up for sale listed for a few $100s, but buyers didn't really know what they were getting into this new online marketplace, so they were just buying. Well, while criminals were easily cashing in on selling fakes, this was unfortunately not the worst crime that was occurring. Robberies and shootings literally happened over people trying to get their hands on collectible Beanie Babies. From vehicle break-ins to someone actually getting shot and killed over a Beanie Baby dispute. Can you imagine that? 2 grown adult men having a dispute over toys leading to death? Let's unpack that scenario. In October of 1999, a man by the name of Jeffrey White, who was 29 years old at the time, shot and killed a security guard by the name of Harry Simmons, who was 63. Now, the root reason for that murder was that Jeffrey blamed Simmons for getting him fired at the lumberyard where they worked together. However, other things were fueling that fire to build motive for this case was that they had a side business where Simmons loaned White hundreds of dollars worth of Beanie Babies to start a resale business, and he was trying to come back and also collect on that. And so there was actually another incident as well that just happened last year in 2021, where a 54-year-old man was arrested for attacking his roommate with a baseball bat and pointing a pistol at him. Basically, this guy went up to his roommate's room at 8 a.m. in the morning, woke him up with a baseball bat to the face, all because he thought that his roommate stole his Beanie Babies. See what I mean? But like making people do things crazy literally? Well, there's probably more motive behind the scenes, but maybe we'll never know for sure. As for Ty, the founder of the company, he also landed himself in hot water with the law in 1996. Just like many other rich and famous, he had a Swiss bank account in which he, kept money hidden from the IRS. And he was also holding money that he stashed there tax-free for dozens of years. But, at the end of the day, by the end of 2000, the Beanie Baby craze started to die down and, things started to fizzle out after that. But otherwise, Beanie Babies, awesome little guys. So I would love to hear, do you have a Beanie Baby story? Were you into collecting Beanie Babies? Share, leave a comment. Let me know what you think.